The win against Pratt was one that we definitely needed after 2 losses the previous week. Pratt played well. They're better than what their record shows. The teams that they had played up till that point, with losses to Dodge City, Hutch, Seward, Cloud, all teams that are traditional teams that are at the top half of the league and are playing well this year. So I was pleased with that win. Cedric Rowland played well in that game at 21 and 10, and so that was good. And then we went out to Seward on Saturday, and boy, we just got off to a terrible start. I mean, we're down. It's like 36-11 at the beginning of the game. Give the guys credit. They fought back. We got it to 38-30 at halftime. Actually took the lead in the second half, but weren't able to finish things off. They made some shots down the stretch, and we weren't able to. It's a tough game going out there, and they were, unlike Seward, they were 1-5. And I say unlike them, they're traditionally one of the teams that are in the top half, and they were picked up there in the preseason polls. So they were very hungry for a win, and they're a team that has shown so far this year that they don't shoot the ball real well from 3. But that night they did. And they were 13 for 29 from 3, and made some big shots down the stretch after we came back and took the lead. So it was a frustrating loss to drive that far, to get off to a slow start like we did, but then to come back, take the lead, but then end up not being able to finish the deal. That was frustrating. Yeah, the other player against Pratt that played well, besides Cedric Rowland, I mean, a number of guys played well, but Tedrick Wolf played well that game. He had 17 points. He was 9 for 9 from the free throw line, really shot the ball well from the line, played aggressive, got fouled, attacking the rim. And then both those guys followed up out at Seward. Both were our first and second leading scorers out there. I think Cedric might have had 19 and Tedrick had 18. DJ Taylor got the start out at Seward. He had 11 points. Guards didn't score it as well as what we have been. Malik ended up, I think, with 14, but TJ, Jordan, they couldn't get it going that night. So our forwards were our leading scorers and top performers. Well, Neosho is one of our traditional rival games, close by, which will be nice. Going on the road and only having to travel 45 minutes. The guys will definitely like that. I'll like that. But Neosho ended up winning our region last year, and just a traditional power in the conference, and a team that is a rival of ours. They're not off to as good a start as they wanted to. So that's going to be, these 2 games this week going into the Christmas break are really important. We've lost 3 out of our last 4. That's obviously not good. We're still hanging in there in the conference because other teams are doing the same, because a lot of teams are just beating each other up. But we need to get hopefully 2 wins this week and feel good about things going into the Christmas break. And so starting out on Wednesday with Neosho, going up there, that'll be a tough challenge, but hopefully we can play well up there on Wednesday. And then Saturday we play at home. It'll be an afternoon game, 1 and 3, with Colby. They're traveling a long ways, and so we changed our game time to kind of accommodate, and I hope other schools will start to do that, because just like last Saturday, our games at Seward started at 6 and 8, and we don't get home until 4 in the morning. I think those are some of the changes we need to make in the conference, but we're going to play a 1 and 3 on Saturday against Colby, and like I say, hopefully we can play well in both games this week and feel good about things going into the break. Right. Yeah, finals are this week, which adds another challenge to things with the games. And then the guys will be allowed to go home. If some of their parents are here on Saturday night, the guys will be able to go home right after that, or a lot of them who are flying or going out of state are leaving on Sunday. And they'll be home until the 27th, until after Christmas. And then we'll have a full week of practice starting on the 28th. to prepare for Garden City, which then will start into the second part. Even though it's still in the first round of the conference play, it's in the second semester. So we'll have a full week to try to get them back into shape, get them back into game mode again, which that's always the challenge. But with that full week of practice, we generally can get them back where we need to be. And then that first game back will be against Garden City on January 4th, I believe.